Hello and welcome to this session on the Circle of Trust. My name is Francis and I'm the mental coach at AES Performance Tennis Academy in Marbella, Spain. First of all, I'd like to congratulate you on being here. This shows that you care about your child, that you are trying to become a better father or mother, and also be more supportive of your child's journey on this lovely sport of tennis. Since I know you're busy people and you have no time to waste, we're going to get started by asking ourselves, what is the circle of trust? Have you ever seen or heard about this concept before? If the answer is yes, that's probably because you've watched the movie Meet the Parents by Robert De Niro and Ben Stiller, in which this circle of trust concept is introduced. This idea was taken from The Champion's Mind, one of the best sports psychology books out there by Jim Afremow. And in it, you'll find this amazing quote which says, "Parents think they know the best approach for helping their child succeed in sports. However, best intentions can and do often go wrong. It doesn't matter what you think about your advice, it matters what your child thinks about your advice." This is really, really powerful message from this expert on the field. In order to find out if we are champion sports parents, what we're going to do is we're going to start writing a list of the behaviors that we normally display with our child. How do we normally interact with them? What are the things that we tell them and we do when it comes to tennis? Once you've done that, we're going to list those behaviors and assign them a number. And once you're done with that list, we're going to take those numbers and we're going to write them inside or outside the circle of trust, depending on whether we consider, based on our own opinion, if they're helpful or unhelpful. We're going to try to be objective here. We're going to try to be honest with ourselves. And after that, we'll see if we were right and if we're doing anything that could be improved. Now take your time, and when you're ready and done with this list, you can press play and continue watching the session. So in order to know if the behaviors that we've listed previously are helpful or unhelpful for our children, we're going to use this study that was carried out by Dr. Camilla Knight at the University of Alberta in Canada, in which they surveyed junior tennis players' preferences for parental behavior during competition. Okay, there were a total of 11 groups consisting of 42 high-performance tennis players from Canada. Now, inside of this study, the major themes include the 16 points that you can see on the screen. Next task that we're going to carry out is we're going to draw another circle different from the one that we did before, and we're going to take these numbers and we're going to put them inside or outside the circle depending on whether we consider these to be helpful or unhelpful for a tennis player. Now you can pause the video, take your time to place these numbers inside or outside the circle, and when you're done you can continue by pressing play. Now let's find out which of these 16 points were helpful according to those 42 high-performance athletes that were surveyed in the previous study. As you can see, out of these 16, only 6 of them were unhelpful. Among them are numbers 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, and 13. Parents shouldn't give technical or tactical instructions. That's a job for the coaches. That's why you trust a team of professionals to develop your child's tennis in the best way possible. Same reason you don't go to the mechanic and watch out every move he makes when he's fixing your car. You trust a guy you know who has the knowledge that you might be lacking because you're not an expert on the field. Parents shouldn't talk to the officials because this might interfere with a child's performance, either because it distracts them or adds tension if the communication with the official includes bad manners or screaming. Parents shouldn't give lectures or have in-depth discussions about the child's performance on the ride to and from the game or practice. There are better situations in which this can be carried out. 13, parents shouldn't love their child for the things he or she can do. Love is unconditional, is not based on ability or achievements. And now that we know which behaviors are helpful, according to this group of tennis players from Canada that were surveyed, can you compare these 16 points to the ones that you wrote on the previous task? Are there any similarities? any differences? If so, you will have realized which are the areas in which you can be doing better in regards to your behaviors towards your child in the sport of tennis. Congratulations on completing this session on the Circle of Trust. Remember to follow these behaviors, because not only will you stay inside of the player's circle of trust, you will also make positive and practical changes as well as bond with your child, which is the main goal. If you have any questions, those are my contact details. You can reach me on my mobile phone. I have a YouTube channel where you can find all the content that I post, and you can email me at mbmentalcoach@gmail.com, or find me in person and visit us at ASP Performance Tennis Academy in Marbella. See you in the next session. Bye.